Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah, too much, man.
I'm trying to do this.
Alright. Alright, look, this is my take on it. Y'all ready? This is what I feel.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck
That's
in
what
my
that
ways,
said.
think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
Ooh, now you talking cash money now.
I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Ooh, you talking that cash money now.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you
Quiet, boy. I have to quiet.
stuck in my ways, think I need to change my
Damn, but you talk too much, boy.
do if you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling
Yo.
like a savage. Tell
Talk
my
too much,
son
bro.
I love
Smalls.
him
You be
for
quiet,
him,
man.
make it happen. Now my dreams
You ready?
reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my
Alright,
back,
come
you
through, man.
laugh.
Niggas,
How
let's
could
go.
you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes?
I got some on
Show me
me.
use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy.
Ooh.
I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get on out my problems. Let me.
Alright, yeah, my thing is up too, bro. I showed it.
Gang, we both gotta get tragic. All we got,
I
we
know
gon'
you.
let
That's
you
what I'm
back
saying.
to
Tolerate
back.
that shit. Alright, you ready?
My ways,
1,
think I
2,
need to change my habits.
3.
What would you do if you were me and
It don't work, huh?
Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a
It don't work, bro.
Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
But it don't work, though.
Yeah.
Bro, how did do? I don't get that.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from
Oh,
laughter.
wow.
When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You
right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
No way, man.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, man. I ain't no big we cheating. How you cheat and cry?
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. He was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
He completes it to Bryant.
No
and
way,
they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. On first and 10, here's Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field streets has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive. So, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wow.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Wow. Man, that's
So
crazy,
now they have to
bro.
contend with second and 13
like
after the first down run goes backwards. Now Ryan completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Ryan. Gets it to Meredith complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And boy, not a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A second down run with Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
It's possible.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They
And this should be the
YouTubers.
final play before the quarter ends.
And they YouTubers, they cheaters, they suck.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
He be going hard on my dog.
Score
Somebody
after
cheated and all that.
on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Right. Everybody banned now.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Is it on the bad playlist? Is it in the rule book?
Oftentimes, an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot
Screenshot the
because
rule
he
book
feels like he can come
with the screen recording and post it in group me and see what he got to
You
say.
just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go
I know,
get the
it don't
first
fact.
down.
Go to
That's
the
exactly what they
screenshot.
did.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's crazy, bro. That's messing up the integrity of the league.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Ow!
21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
That's so crazy to me, though, bro. That's just it happens.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time.
No
you could
way.
have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
I'm not worried about this game, boy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes
Does that
after
mean
the
the play is really not that bad, bro?
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown.
Exactly. That's a talent gap. That's what I'm saying. The league. The league need to have a talent gap, bro. We can't ban a play because somebody can't stop it.
Their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes our score 17-0.
That's the thing, though. It shouldn't be no ban on it. There shouldn't be no ban on it, bro. Like, just because you're not good enough to stop it, that don't mean we need to ban a play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
they need to get better at the game. We need to ban it to make them better.
You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
My biggest thing on all this crying that's what is going on, bro. I just feel as if some plays, like last year, they have a fixed screen world. That right there was a true glitch. They got some cover 3 glitches and all that, but like if you just can't stop a play, bro, I don't feel like it should ban you because certain people can't stop.
They've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Check.
You're not good enough to stop
it. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
You didn't need to learn how
to right hash and a bit of tight angle. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, bro.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Just like whenever somebody blitzed 7 people.
Good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Ryan, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
They make you better, bro.
From the shotgun.
Make you better, though. That's a skill
gap. It all for the end zone.
That's a skill gap. The band and the play don't make it.
Be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's good, though. That's what you're supposed to do. You learn.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. The reception good for 7.
I'm not trying to hear that now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end.
It wasn't long enough.
On 3rd down, he gets it to Brown, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a complete...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bro, you can't take the one in the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there at the first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 2nd down.
Hold on.
Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
We're going to cheat right.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you won now. I need to stop right there, Lord.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate. You're hugging.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Going deep here for Bryant, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other. That didn't help them at all.
And he's into the clear. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 54 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for the, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
He's got daylight. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
They told me, side kick it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Pretty fast, I ain't gonna lie.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart. A couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Lewis. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I'll never get my
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Niggas ain't put no
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dez Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Suck up for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Lego boy, I know you know how to start to run like that, boy. Stay in each other, Lego boy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
After them 200-man games you play head to head, you finally learn something.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
32 teams. I did, bro. Did when it first came up. I still get over 4 hours.
The offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
All right now, Lego boy. I taught you that, boy. I taught you that, boy. Man, turn your mic on.
Now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. That's correct. No pick, just, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's sold 5 picks at this point. You got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
All right, Frank.
Mariota here to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Mariota. He completes it to Bryant. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
What you said, sir? All right, focus, bro. Go to 5.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Like that?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Oh, that's good night for him. You going all the way?
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves,
yeah,
can they?
Right now.
I mean, what a game.
If the defense could get 14 points, the offense going to get you.
Feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Wayne can't run it no more.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Oh, yeah, you call her. Oh, Lord. Ooh. 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 Ooh-wee. Yeah, you ain't never lost no ball, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. Hey, I'm 100% in the Super Bowl, too, motherfucker. 1 for 1. For this day. I'm gonna get that later on in the season. I know we developed these Cardinals right quick. Get ready to these old niggas. Yeah, bro. Yeah, game definitely not over. But man, definitely gonna bless you. I mean, bless Wayne for sure. Yeah. Let's see what it is, nigga. Three down lineman, three D down lineman. The best wave in the nation.